Good evening and welcome to the Sustainability Management Program. This is the new student orientation. And if you have any questions, please get a hold of me afterwards. This is a very unique program, but it's a very exciting program. So let's get started. What we're going to cover is a little bit about my information. My name is Dr. Lynn Grinnell, and I am the lead faculty for the Sustainability Management Program. So I'll give you a little bit of my information, talk about the curriculum, talk about how you prepare for a successful career. And then if you have any questions afterwards, you may email me with those. So first of all, I am located in the epicenter and on the second floor, room 413, which is my office, but I spend the vast majority of my time in the sustainability lab, which is 2 doors down in 411. You can contact me. I'm known as Dr. G. You can contact me at grinnell.lynn@spcollege.edu, and that's my phone number. It is best to try to get a hold of me via email. I'm pretty good about answering emails every day. And be happy to set up a Zoom like what I'm doing right now so that we can talk almost as though we were face to face. Let's talk a little bit about the curriculum. Sustainability is all about balancing people, planet, and profit. And so we have a very holistic and interdisciplinary program. It consists of support courses. There are 5 support courses that you will have to take usually in the beginning of the program. It's not absolutely required, but recommended. Then we have our core courses, core business courses, and our management courses, and core sustainability courses. This is one of the strongest programs in the country. We have 7 core courses in sustainability, including our unique Capstone. Then there are a few electives. There are not very many, there's 3, but that can help you direct yourself towards a particular goal and particular career path. And finally, there is our Capstone, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, because of the design of the program, we have AA students who come in and we have AS students who come in. The AA students will follow one set of support courses, and the AS students will follow a different set of support courses. It is interdisciplinary. So you have many options. You can focus all of your efforts in one area, or you can focus them on multiple areas, depending on what your career goals are. However, whichever one you do, we hope that you have an environmental science course either in your AA already, or if you don't, you should take one as one of these 5 support courses, an environmental science course. Now, if you are interested in working on businesses and becoming a process improvement expert, then you have the opportunity to take up to 4 courses in Six Sigma, and get a green belt in Six Sigma, which is a really good way to position yourself for good jobs in business. If you're interested in green building and green construction, there are several courses that you can take from the building construction technology that feed right into your ability to go into this career path. If you are interested in ecotourism, then you might want to take environmental science class and then some of the hospitality classes. And finally, you can take some general business classes, but primarily in supply chain, because sustainable supply chains are a very big career path that you can choose. So don't just take any old business course, there are a number of specific courses in business that we have recommended. And I should say that one of the reasons for that is because you're going to be getting general business courses as the other half of your upper division classes. So you don't want to duplicate that. If you are an AS student, you are coming in already with either environmental science technology, building construction technology, hospitality, engineering technology, or supply chain. So if you're coming in with an AS in one of those areas, then what you need to do is to finish up your general education courses. AA students have already had 30 credits in general education. AS students have had 15 credits in general education and an additional 15 credits in some of these super specialized technology classes. And so we want to get you both on the same level, and as you will need to get your general education courses. Now, we recommend that you take courses that are related to the sustainability field. If you haven't taken an environmental science class, please take an environmental science class. Macroeconomics is a very good social science class. There are also some good psychology classes that are good for organizational behavior, but you'll be getting some of that, whereas macroeconomics can be very good for helping you help a business know what's coming. Statistics. If you need to take an additional math class, the best recommendation that I can make is statistics. You will be covering some statistics in some of the courses. I promise you, we make it as easy as possible, but you can make it easier on yourself because statistics, surveys, analysis of energy use, all of those kinds of things involve statistics. Composition 2, you've already taken Comp 1. Composition 2 gives you there's a lot of writing that goes on in these courses, and so it will help you with that. And then you can take the humanities course of your choice. There's an East-West synthesis course that is very interesting, or any of the other humanities courses that fits in with your goals. Now, this is a hard one to read. But nevertheless, you will see this when you go to look at your pathway. But I'm just going to cover very briefly what it has here. You'll notice the first 5 courses that are in green are this is for the AA path. So if you have an AA, first thing that you want to do is to take your support courses, at least one environmental science technology course. The others depend on your goals. Then, whether you start in the spring or start in the fall, there's the business communication and one of the sustainability courses, financial management and one of the sustainability courses. And that kind of goes along with a course in the summer. And then you go through, there are some very specific courses that you need to take later. I'll cover that in a little bit. And there are some courses that you don't want to take with other courses because it's very hard. And we'll cover that also. You end up, you have the 3 electives that you want to kind of intersperse throughout. And you can take the last one, Capstone, if you would like, or you can perhaps take it during the summer. Here are some of the electives down in the bottom. There is an internship, supply chain management, grants, entrepreneurship, and there are a number of project management courses, which can then lead you to the post-baccalaureate project management certification that you might be interested in pursuing. Now, if you're coming in with an AS, the first courses that you're going to take are going to be your general education courses, and then the rest of it is the same. Some do's and don'ts. Try to take most of the 3,000 level courses first. The first couple of mods. You might want to take sustainable enterprise planning. That's usually a prerequisite for a lot of the others. It is like a green construction course. You learn a lot about all the ways to make a facility sustainable, and then sustainability in the natural environment. Take those along with one of the other business management courses. Here we go. Try to take one sustainability course with one management course each mod. Be deliberate in selecting your electives. Make sure that you're selecting the ones that you are interested in that are really going to help you. Now, sustainable business strategies and sustainable budget management are supposed to be the last two courses before Capstone. So you take them one semester before Capstone, and you take them one after the other sequentially, one in Mod 1 and one in Mod 2, because there's one project that goes across both of them. So try to arrange those, even though it sounds like you can take them anytime. You really want to take them right before Capstone, because I teach those and I will tell you every week, what you'll need in Capstone is this, and we'll go through a particular tool. And so you want to have that as close as possible to Capstone. Make sure you plan to take Capstone last. If you need to have 6 hours at the time, then take Capstone with an elective, because you must have all 4 courses finished before you take Capstone. Do not take challenging courses in the same mod. Remember that these are all 8-week courses, except for Capstone, which is 16. And so you would not ever want to take Ops Man and Financial Management in the same mod. You will kill yourself. The same thing with legal aspects of sustainability and energy and environmental techniques. Those are also both very heavy courses. So you want to take those with organizational behavior, with marketing, with one of the other courses that is, none of our courses are lightweight because they're all accelerated. They're all 16 weeks crammed into 8 weeks. So they're all twice as much work as a 16-week course. However, some of them have a lot of math, or some of them have a lot of reading. And so you want to make sure that you kind of balance those. And don't expect courses to be offered every mod. Most sustainability courses are offered once in the fall, once in the spring. They are not offered in the summer. That's when you want to take your organizational behavior course, your financial management course, your operations management course, all of those that are the management kinds of courses. Let's talk for a minute about Capstone. We have the most exciting Capstone you can possibly believe, because it is a real-world sustainability project with a real-world business. You have the opportunity to select the business that you want to work with. It can be your own business. It can be a business that you're close to. You can work with teammates and work on the business that they are selecting, but it is a real-world sustainability improvement project. And so it is the best possible thing that you can have to take with you when you're going on a job interview, and to be able to tell someone, this is what I can do. In your Capstone, you will have several face-to-face or virtual meetings with stakeholders, with the people who work in the business, the owner, the people that your project manager wants you to work with. You will use a real-world sustainability audit tool that you'll be learning all the way through the program, and you will have to select the one that is the most appropriate. You will then measure the baseline for the business. What is it that they currently, where they currently stand in energy use or in water use or in waste use or transportation, and you'll measure that. Then you will research best practice. Of course, you've been learning best practices all the way along the program, but nevertheless, you will be learning, you will be researching the specific best practices for this particular business. And you will make recommendations for improvement to the stakeholders. You will then run a little pilot study with at least one part of your recommendations. And we can always find something that you can do, even if it's just measuring one light bulb, but we will do that. And then you will measure the improvements. So you will go through the entire process of a sustainability improvement project. This is about a 75 to 100 page paper, but you do it about 10 pages a week over the course of a full semester. And so it's a lot of work. That it is only 3 credits, but nevertheless, it is an amazing process that you'll be going through, and you'll get a lot out of it. Preparing for a successful career. We try to help you with that. We use a holistic process. Holistic is very sustainable, and look at the whole big picture of things, starting out, of course, with the curriculum. But we try to give you hands-on experience in the lab, in your, whether it's your home or your business, certainly with the project that you're working on, we try to give you lots of good hands-on experience. Over the course of the various projects, you will create an e-portfolio that you can take with you that will show prospective employers what you can do. We encourage you to get additional certifications. This is still a certification heavy field. And a lot of people got their degrees years ago, and so they had to come back and get certifications. And that's what businesses are looking for. So we will try to point you towards some certifications that you can get. And then, of course, we have professional development. We'll talk a little bit about each of those. Hands-on experience. We have our lab assignments. Internship is a possibility. It's not a requirement, but it's a possibility. Net impact, which we'll talk about in a bit. It gives you some hands-on experience and professional development and networking opportunities. And then, of course, the capstone. So these are some of the examples of the hands-on experiences you will have: doing a life cycle assessment, greenhouse gas inventories, best management practices, leadership in energy and environmental design checklists, design for the environment, and waste audits. That's just a very small sampling. In one of the courses, you're going to be working on about 40 of these. So there's a lot of really good exposure. Your student portfolios. Student portfolios, we try to make it a professional portfolio, and it consists of what we call artifacts. I don't know why they call it that, but they love coming up with fancy names. So artifacts are those things that you have done in your various courses, and I recommend that you start your e-portfolio right away. You have one e-portfolio. It is in every course. It is the same e-portfolio. It's under reports, and you can upload all of the materials all of the good projects that you are working on throughout the entire 2 years or so that you will be doing this. And you can see, it can be anything: presentations, projects, photos, videos, awards, all those kinds of things. And you're going to gather all of those, post them, and then collect them all together into an organized place. There are 2 kinds of portfolios. There are student portfolios and there are professional portfolios. We like for you to do everything not as a student, but as a professional, so that when you leave, you will have a whole sheaf of digital projects that you can show someone that is your professional portfolio. And then the e-portfolio or a student portfolio would only be internal for peers and instructors, but We want you to be able to use this for employers in graduate schools. So here's some examples of some of the certifications. I mentioned Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design is the big green building certification. And even if you don't have to want to build buildings, but if you are going to work in a building, you can help people be more sustainable. And a LEED Green Associate, I think every single student should have a LEED Green Associate. You're going to learn all the material. You might as well get take the test and get the certification. Links has got several certifications for supply chain management. You take, especially if you're taking the support courses in supply chain, take the tests, get the certifications. Same with Six Sigma. If you're taking any of the Six Sigma courses, you can take up to 4 of them, get the green belt. It is an awesome way to differentiate yourself when you're going for jobs. OSHA, if you're working out in anything with environmental health and safety, anything with safety, you need to get some OSHA certification. There is a 1-credit course that you can take that's essentially, you take the course and you get the OSHA certification, then take the test at the end. And that is in the building construction technology area. And you can do that. There's also a free way to do that if you don't want to take the 1 credit, but that's up to you. And finally, you can go on to your, once you get your degree, if you've taken your electives in project management, that will get you halfway towards a project management PMP certification. And that is, that can increase base salaries by a significant amount, up to 50%. So those are all good things to take a look at. I recommend that one of the first courses that you're going to take is Sustainable Enterprise Planning. You will learn all about facilities, facility improvements, all the kinds of things that you will need in order to pass the LEED Green Associate. Every semester, every fall and spring, I give at least one LEED Green Associate test prep. And then as a student, it's $100 to take the test. It's $250 after you graduate. Take that and take it early in the semester so that hopefully in your senior year, you can work on a LEED accredited professional, which can be for facilities. I have a LEED O&M, operations and maintenance, for building construction, or for neighborhood design. They have a new one for cities, if you're going to be maybe working for government. And so those are all things that we can work together on so that you can take that test, because I will tell you from personal experience, there is nothing like LEED AP to make a difference when you're talking to somebody else in the sustainability field. They all know what it is. They all think it's important. And it would be really nice if you had it when you graduated. And anyone who wants to do that, I will help you. Now, professional development, you always want to be looking at what skills you have versus what you need and what you can do in order to fill any gaps, to get any better. Use net impact to help you with some of that. That net impact is our club, as it were. It's a charter, or it's a chapter of an international organization of universities and colleges that work on sustainability, work on the people side, the social justice, the financial side, the fair capitalism, and also the sustainability, the environmental side. And we have a very active chapter that just got gold again. And we try to offer lots of opportunities for you and encourage you. Everybody that has done this and has gotten involved in leadership has said the networking and the skills development and the job preparation are just phenomenal. So I encourage you to do that. One of the things that you can do is take one of our skills analysis surveys that talks about your sustainability knowledge versus your skills, and see where it is that you might be falling short and you can do a little bit better. And then you can develop your own skills, and I can help you do that too. Some of the things we do in Net Impact is webinars, hands-on practice, volunteering, presenting at sustainability conferences, going to sustainability fairs and other conferences, events and field trips. Might be a little hard to do right now with COVID, but we hope that'll go away. Study groups, especially for lead speakers. We try to have speakers, and these test prep workshops, as I mentioned. So those are all opportunities. And if you are interested in getting involved in Net Impact, just send me an email. I will send your name on to the president of the Net Impact chapter, and she will get a hold of you. Oops, I forgot about networking. That's very important. Okay, job preparation through SPC. There are a lot of additional resources that you can use. The learning centers and tutoring, if you find that you're not as good a writer as you would like to be, then especially during Capstone, you can take advantage of the writing tutors. If you need some other assistance, there's some good tutoring for finance, for math. There are workshops in class and online. And there is some great My Career Planning that helps you write resumes. It gives lots of workshops on how to do interviews, how to prepare for your job search. You should take advantage of every one of those. After the degree, I know you're just getting started. You're going, oh my God, I'm not even thinking about that yet. But you should. You should be thinking about it already. Not only are the accreditations that I mentioned, the post-baccalaureate certificate that I mentioned in project management, but right in our area is one of the finest master's programs for sustainability. It is the Patel College of Global Sustainability right over in Tampa at USF. They have 9 concentrations in sustainability, and it is well worth keeping an eye out to see what they're doing, because I think you will get a lot out of it. And again, job opportunities open up when you have a master's degree. And finally, what kind of careers can you expect? There are direct sustainability careers like in environmental health and safety. In third-party certification, you can join somebody who goes out and looks at LEED for homes and helps them get certified. And there are careers in the energy field, in the water quality, water management field, and in, of course, waste management. But I want you to know that you are not restricted to these. Every single management job has the ability for you to put sustainability to work, because sustainability is facility improvement, it's resource management, and it is waste reduction and people management. And all of those things are key to your being successful in any management position. If you write your resume correctly, you will have an edge with a sustainability management program. You will have an edge over any traditional management degree. And so if you need help with that, we can certainly do that. This is currently what the USF Global Sustainability Master's Program has, and they're doing more every year. So check them out. They are amazing. And we have, I would say, maybe a quarter to a third of our students who do go on to this. They may take a short break. If you want to know more about the state of green business, the state of the sustainability profession, go to greenbiz.com and look at whatever this happened to be for 2020, So they're really recent on what's going on in the field. Download them, see what's going on, and that will help you design your career path. Take the electives that are appropriate, the support courses that are appropriate, that will get you into the jobs that you want. I think they even have something new for 2021. Well, there we go. A State of Green Business, January 25th, 2021. So go there, download the reports. They have, just like Net Impact, they have job boards. They have a lot of help there. So take advantage of that. And with that, that concludes my session on Sustainability Management Program. If you have any questions, please reach out and contact me at grinnell.lynn@spcollege.edu. And you'll see a lot of me in the various courses, and we'll have a lot of fun together. So I look forward to working with you. Have a wonderful day.